Today we are going to unlock a whole new level in how we talk to AI. I'm going to show you some simple tricks to turn your basic questions into prompts that get you truly professional level answers. So let's dive right in.
You've been there, right? You ask a super powerful AI, something like ChatGPT or Gemini, a question, and the answer you get back is just so generic and bland. You know it can do more, but all you're getting is this robotic text. It's a really common frustration. But here's the good news. The fix is surprisingly simple.
Okay, so look at this. This slide really gets to the heart of the problem. When you ask a simple, kind of vague question, you get an equally vague and unhelpful answer. See, when we're not specific, the AI just defaults to its most general knowledge. But there's a really easy way to change all that.
The solution? It starts with just 3 simple words. Seriously. This is the first and maybe the most powerful trick to completely transform the answers you get.
It's called the 3-word rule. And the technique is just as easy as it sounds. You just add the phrase like a, and then a specific role to your prompt. You're basically giving the AI a job, a persona to step into. And the difference is, wow, it's massive. A generic prompt like, give me feedback on my resume, gets you, well, generic tips. But adding that role, give me feedback on my resume like a hiring manager, gets you sharp, practical advice straight from the perspective of someone who actually makes these hiring decisions. It's night and day.
The process is just incredibly simple. You start with your basic question, you apply the 3-word rule by adding like a plus a role, and bam, you immediately get a professional level reply. This one tiny change creates a fundamental shift in how you communicate with AI.
So why does this one little tweak have such a massive impact? It's not magic, not at all. It's all about how these AI models are actually built. Let's break down the logic behind it, because it's pretty cool.
You have to remember, these models have been trained on an unbelievable amount of information from the internet. We're talking professional books, expert articles, and countless examples of how specialists in every field imaginable think, write, and communicate.
So when you give the AI a rule, you're essentially telling it which part of its massive brain to use. It taps into all the patterns it learned that are associated with that expert. It adopts their logic, their vocabulary, their entire mindset. It's like you're casting the AI in a movie, and it knows exactly how to play the part perfectly.
And the possibilities here are endless. Ask it to explain something like a teacher for a really simple breakdown. Use like a coach for motivation. Need some empathetic advice? Try like a therapist. Or for organizing a complex project, ask it to act like a project manager. Each role you give it unlocks a completely different, specialized skill set.
Okay, so once you've mastered giving the AI a role, you're ready to level up again. Now we're going to explore a whole toolkit of specific prompts that build on this idea, turning a simple Q&A into a truly deep conversation.
This is a set of 7 universal prompts that work across pretty much all the big models, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini. They're designed to push the AI beyond just answering questions and into the realm of being a real thinking partner. Let's go through a few of the most powerful ones. First up, take the opposite side. This one is fantastic for breaking out of your own echo chamber and really stress testing your arguments. Next, asking for 3 versions of an idea, maybe one safe, one bold, and one that's totally out there, is a brilliant way to supercharge brainstorming. And finally, a really crucial one, explain your reasoning. This forces the AI to show its work, helping you understand its logic and spot any potential flaws. These are the kinds of prompts that turn an answer machine into a real collaborator.
Let's see one of these in action. So imagine you go to the AI and you say this: my argument is that remote work increases employee productivity and satisfaction. It's a solid, pretty common viewpoint, right?
But then you use the prompt, take the opposite side of my argument, and boom. The AI might come back with this sharp counterpoint, introducing nuanced ideas like company culture and spontaneous collaboration. All of a sudden, you're not just getting validation. You're in a real debate that forces you to think way more deeply about your own position.
All right, let's bring it all together. You now have 2 simple but incredibly effective strategies to completely transform your interactions with AI. So remember these 2 key takeaways. First, always use the 3-word rule to give your AI a specific persona. And second, use the universal prompts to turn any simple conversation into a deep, insightful dialogue. These 2 techniques work together perfectly to unlock the AI's full potential.
And what's most exciting about all this is that it's not about learning to code or becoming some kind of tech expert. Mastering AI prompting is really about learning a new form of creative communication. It's just about asking better questions to get way better answers.
This really shifts the AI from being a simple tool to a dynamic collaborator, a coach, a strategist, a creative partner, whatever you need. So the only question left is, now that you have the keys, what will you ask AI to become for you?